Hey guys, welcome back. AURABOMB here. It's been a minute since I've done one of these deck profiles, but hello, we got another one for you. And this one's going to be my favorite build of Rush that exists at the moment. It's Rookie Rush, but big brain, aggro, but resilience. There's a lot of good words for this. This is going to be Commandramon Rush. I'm really excited to show you guys this build. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys try it. You can hear why I do and don't play a lot of cards. And yeah, I don't think there's much else I can say. Like the video if you haven't already. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I've been trying to edit this video on the low of this box battle where me and my buddy Russ, we both open a whole box and we both battle, like get a game in using just the cards from that box. So be on the lookout for that video once I actually finish up editing it. It's always a pain to edit these kind of videos, but it's gonna be fun. So this is a Commandramon based build. And I like Sumimon and Commandramon more than I like Missymon. I do play Missymon as his 5th egg, but like Sumimon is the king. Look, giving your guy, if you have a Digimon with the same name as this Digimon on the board, it gets 2000 DP. Making your other Commandramons the 3k ones 5k means that if they block, they die. If you make the 5k one 7k, then they get over almost every blocker. It's really, really, really good. You can even make the 1k Commandramon 3k, and it just seems really good. It's just really, really strong. Just having the ability to give your guy plus 2k DP. Like, it's just super strong. 2k DP is a lot of DP for babies. And then we're going to go ahead. This video is going to be pretty short. It's less about what's in the deck and more like why it's in the deck. So we're just going to go ahead, just get started. We have all 16 Commandramons. Yes, this is kind of like a Rookie Rush build. In the sense that we're playing a lot of rookies, but not for the reasons you would think. Of course, these are both 4 costs, which kind of blows, but you can always evolve them over your Sumimon, and you can always summon them off this Commandramon. This Commandramon is the reason why this deck is so resilient, by the way. When you play Rookie Rush, you get a lot of people just controlling your board by deleting a bunch of your guys because they're all with low DP, so they can get DP reduced, or they can just be straight up deleted through Shoutmon and stuff like that. But when you have this Commandramon, and it gets deleted, then you can just spawn another Commandramon from the top 3 cards of your deck, which is really easy to do because you can obviously stack your deck with Commandramons using Darkdramon. You can use Izzy to figure out what is and isn't in the top 3 of your deck, and then you can go from there. Stuff like that. It's really easy to put Commandramons on top of your deck and go from there. So this is good. It makes the security control matchup a lot better as well. I know like a lot of Rookie Rush players have a lot of trouble versus security control, but having the resilience of not only being able to spawn another Commandramon off this one dying, but also using Darkdramon to reload the top 5 cards of your deck to just be a lot more rookies, so that you can, you know, kind of outpace security control in a sense, is really, really good. So Commandramon, we're playing all of them. As far as the other d-brigade pieces we're playing, just Sealsdramon. Tankdramon sucks. Don't play Tankdramon. Tankdramon is everything that's bad. Tankdramon is not worth it. It's cool when it works, but it's too much dedication because it's level 5, which means you have to play more level 4s, which means you're playing more Digimon that are not supporting your strategy, and you don't really want to be doing any of that. So I don't play Tankdramon. It's also whiffs a lot. Like, unless you stack the deck using like Darkdramon and stuff like that, it almost never lands. Top 2 is really, really small amount. But we are playing Sealsdramon. It gives us a blocker, which is nice. 6k blocker is good. It gives us a little bit. It means that our matchup versus opposing Rush decks is a lot better. And just having a blocker is good nowadays with all these high security attack guys, especially 6k blockers. That means they're out of range of things like Shoutmon. So it also gives us more d-brigades so that we can summon Darkdramon. And Darkdramon's another reason why this Rookie Rush I like a lot more than things like yellow-green, because yellow-green, yellow-blue, blue-green, they're all good. Yellow-green, but they're all good. But the reason why I like this one a little bit more is because we have this aspect to Rush that's way more consistent than yellow has. Because yellow involves them having to play a supporter and a blinding ray, while we are just naturally going to get 5 d-brigade Digimon in the trash as we play the game. It's super easy. So not only do you get them from security, you get them from playing, you get them from just from attacking, letting them be deleted, stuff like that. So that's really easy, which means we have an access to a surprise attack and rush with Darkdramon. I'm not playing any level 7s in this build. You could. I'm actually going to be talking about 4 cards here in a second that you could easily replace if you don't like them. But I don't find any reason to play level 7s anymore. I kind of started cutting down all the cards that don't have heavy impact immediately from the deck, and this is what I've been left with. And I really like the Darkdramon. Once again, high impact, easy to play, pretty much only 3 cost. Even lower, like it's really nice if you, because you don't always have to play it for just 3 costs. You can play for 5 costs, 7 costs, depending on like how much memory your opponent gives you, how you want to be drawing the remaining, how you want to be drawing the rest of the turn, or even if you want to stack your deck to make your other Commandramon able to spawn more Commandramon on deletion. So it really is like big brain in the sense that you have to know the state of the game to know when to drop this, because dropping it for 5 is not always the right play. For instance, you know that when you drop it for 5, you're going to be guaranteed drawing those Commandramons for the next 2 turns. So not only could you drop it for more than 5 just to lessen the amount of cards in your top deck, but you can just, you know, give your opponent a specific amount of memory based on what you want to do. It's all really good, I think. And then obviously you can also preserve Commandramons in your trash so that when you summon another Darkdramon in your hand, it's easier to summon at that point of the game too. So Darkdramon's like one of the things in this deck that I feel always the most impressed with whenever you see really smart Darkdramon plays, depending on the board state. And then for the other black cards in this list, besides the Izzy's, which we'll talk about later, but Izzy's another reason why this deck works so well is because you can control your top deck a lot of the time. I'm playing 2 Chumon. Chumon is just here to, you know, give its prevent memory gain. It's another rookie. You can slam it down. You can evolve it from your babies. Yada yada. I'm also playing 2 Tankmon. It's 6k. It can beat over some things. It's nice. This one for sure, if you don't like it, you can cut it. I like having the ability to draw, which is why I'm playing the Tankdramon. It's easy, or Tankmon, not Tankdramon. Which is why I'm playing the Tankmon, just so I can evolve, draw an extra card, yada yada yada. But you don't have to play it. This could really be anything that you want. I was playing for a long time Labramons, just to speed up my trash so that my Darkdramon can pop out sooner and also gives me more draw. That's an option if you want to play something else. You can obviously play any sort of draw Digimon if you want to as well. That gives you more bodies, such as Gabumon. I don't think there's anything else that really comes to mind. You can play Tapirmon, I suppose. If you want to play more blockers, you can play things like Mechanorimon and Tank. What is it? What's that Digimon called? I'm looking at my binder right now. Darkdramon. You can play Shademon if you want a security Digimon. You can even play security Digimon in this deck because it's still a rush build, so you want to be able to surprise your opponent by random Digimon all the time, just so that, you know, they have to either respond or lose. So Garurumon as the black rush guy, the yellow rush guy. You can play Omnimon, Zord D, all of that I cut from the list, but you could easily play it. Zord D is especially useful, just because you can evolve your Darkdramon into Zord D to delete a tamer, and also after you swing with Darkdramon, you evolve into Zord D, and then your Zord D is like kind of protected because if they deleted, they'll delete something themselves. But that also involves bricking, because you're playing a high value card that's only useful with these 4 cards in your deck. So it's in the air. But yeah, these cards you can easily cut them if you don't like them. If you want to play any of those other options or anything else you could think of that maybe I didn't mention. Maybe you really like Tankdramon. Then go for it, I guess, but I don't. I think Darkdramon's bad. Now, the reason why this deck is good is for the other package on the list, and that is the yellow package, baby. We have 4 Falcomon, 2 cost 5k, 3 Starmon. The reason why we play the yellow package in general is because our board usually gets really big. Like I said, your Commandramons are usually bringing themselves back. Then you can summon Darkdramon, you can summon multiple Commandramons, which means that your board gets pretty big, even if you can't attack. For instance, what if your opponent has a Mechanorimon and all of a sudden you can't really attack, so you're just putting a bunch of guys down. Then you just summon Starmon and you delete the Mechanorimon. Or you just have a bunch of guys down because your opponent has a Hexablamon. I've been seeing a lot of Hexless decks recently in my locals. And then all of a sudden you just kind of slam down Starmon and combine it with a Spiral Masquerade, which we also play. The last rookie we play in this, well, there's 2 more rookies. We are playing 4 Pulsemon. Pulsemon's expensive, I get it. This could be any 2-cost Digimon you want. It doesn't even have to be yellow. I would recommend it being yellow because, oh, why is there 5 cards here? That's why. I would recommend it being yellow just so your Spiral Masquerade works more often, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, like I mentioned earlier, Labramon, Gabumon, whatever card that will help you draw through your deck if you really need that. Or if you just want to play 2 costs just to have a lot more drops on the board, you can. So Pulsemon, I know it's expensive, but you guys don't have to play it. And I am playing 2 Qmon. This card kind of feels mandatory because it stops Nidhoggmon from being able to go from rookie to Nidhogg in 1 turn, because your opponent cannot reduce Digivolution cost, which includes download. They can't use Digisorption, download, whatever it's called, which means that they can't go from a rookie, evolve for 1 cost, use download with their Blossomon or Argomon, and then evolve in a Nidhoggmon anymore. They actually have to spend the 3 memory to get into that Blossomon, which means they usually won't be able to become the Nidhoggmon that turn, which protects you because obviously most of your board is lower than 5k. The ones that are not are the Tankmon and the Sealsdramon, which is another reason why we play them, another way to get around Nidhoggmon. So there's that, and of course the last cards of the list are going to be for Spiral Masquerade. Once again, our board gets really big. We play a lot of yellow cards, 4, 8, 12, 14 yellow cards. So being able to play Spiral Masquerade is super easy, and of course this is our way of deleting things like Mechanori, our way of deleting things like Hexablow, just deleting problems in the build on the board, because it's really easy to get your board really big with this deck and just dealing with problems. This is the deck that I've been having a lot of success with recently, and I can't wait to take it to more locals. I want to see how it does. And then last but not least, we are playing for Izzy. That's pretty much the whole list. There's not too much else to talk about. Like I mentioned earlier, you can play any level 7 you want if you want to play Zwart, if you want to play Zwart D, if you want to play, I mean, those are the only ones that matter, like Millenniumon, I suppose, but playing level 7s does bog you down. You're kind of a rush build, so you want to make sure most of the cards that you play are playable. The best consistency card I can think of for this list is actually Labramon, if you want to play Labramon. You could also do stuff like play just purple cards as well. There's some decent purple options like Earthshaker that deletes multiple Digimon on the board. There's also that card that lets you restand your Digimon. So if at any point any of your Digimon survive, you can just restand it, which is nice. But it's the only reason why I mention it is because purple has Tapirmon and Labramon. So that's like 8 decent purple Digimon rookies that you could play in a Rookie Rush build. But once again, the yellow package just seems like a far superior package. I'm looking at the rest of my binder to see if there's anything else worth mentioning, really. Nothing really comes to mind. I was once playing this list with multiple option cards, such as the black options, Dark Side Attack, Ultimate Flare, even that one Commandramon, or d-brigade base option removal, which is a good way to get rid of them lower level guys on the board for really cheap. But I took all those out because the yellow package just seems far more useful and has definitely been way more useful to me in testing. So that's my deck list, guys. I don't know when I'm going to upload another deck profile because I've been trying to make sure every deck profile I upload for you guys has had some sort of competitive success before I just like throw out a deck list willy-nilly. I could upload Security Control because I've been winning a lot of tournaments with that one. But that's up to you guys. I know a lot of people don't like Security Control, so I'll only upload it if there's people that are actually genuinely interested in it. I've been really liking my list though. Play stuff like Black War Greymon, like the Secret Rare one. We got Craniumon for the mirror matches. It's actually really fun. At least, you know, as fun as Security Control can be. I know a lot of people don't like Security Control. Other than that, every other deck list I've shown you guys, not much has changed. If there has been small changes, it's been nothing major. So I don't know. I have a few lists that I'm thinking about building soon, so it's not all over yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if there's any particular deck you want me to if there's any particular deck you guys want to see me upload or playtest or whatever. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.